Hi, my name's Virginia Beck, and I'm an avid champion of the YWCA and all things women and children. I have been supporting the Y since 1973 and actually was part of the group that helped establish the first Women's Center for the YWCA on Kauai. I have loved the whole idea of helping women and children since I was 9 years old and living in Pakistan, surrounded by a refugee population of 2 to 3 million people in Karachi after partition. The sight of so much suffering shocked me and has never left my heart. And I grew up determined to make sure the world would not be like that when I grew up. I loved Kauai, and I love the people of Kauai, and I especially love the women and children of Kauai. While I love men and I have a son, and my husband and son are doing great, and I have great male friends, I have a special empathy for women because my opinion is if we just take care of the women, everybody will get taken care of. They'll take care of everyone else. So in my many years as an obstetric nurse and then as a nurse practitioner, I specialized in women's health. Why? Because I wanted to help women and children, but also because women are very complex creatures with many needs that many physicians are not comfortable discussing. Today our topic is domestic violence, and domestic violence is not limited to women and children. It happens to men, it happens to people who are in the LGBTQT. I probably screwed up the initials, but if you're different, it happens easily. My son was born with a number of medical needs, and he looks a little different, and he was bullied unmercifully at school. The thing to remember is that everyone is at risk. During COVID times, we're all trapped and spending a lot more time together than we usually would. We don't have all our usual outlets. And think about it, if you take 6 cats and put them in a garbage can and put the lid on top, they're going to scratch each other to death, even if they didn't mean to. So since we're going through these hard times, we need to give each other a lot of emotional space. Particularly people who are at risk are especially vulnerable are the disabled, the elderly, and dependent adults and children. Just remember, abuse is not your fault. You don't deserve it. No one deserves it. You deserve to be safe, to be protected, and to be independent. The abuser is out of control, and they need help. Some of the signs of an abusing person are they're very controlling. They assume power in the relationship and treats you like a servant. They don't take responsibility for their behavior, and they blame you for making them abuse you. If they use harsh judgments, criticism, and devalue you in front of others, these are markers of psychological abuse. Are they making negative comments about your family, friends, and children? Do they monitor your movements? Do they want to know where you are all the time? Are they practically stalking you? Are they reviewing your private social media, your messages, or your Instagram without your permission? Are they forcing you into rougher sex without your consent, hurting you in sex, ignoring your sexual requests? You are not an equal partner. Rape, forcing sex when you don't want it and you say not. Child abuse, most folks recognize, but it can happen at any age. If someone humiliates you or asks you to perform sexual acts that you're not comfortable with, that's abuse. If they take your possessions and dispose of them, or they take your money without permission, that's abuse. If they use drugs or alcohol to get you to do something you don't want to do, that's abuse. If they threaten to harm your loved ones, pets, children, family members, if you don't do what they want. Extreme jealousy and possessiveness are markers of abuse. They want all your time. They wait outside a shop for you, outside school, maybe outside your parents' house, outside the bank. They don't want you to see other friends or family. They isolate you. You become a virtual prisoner. What you need to do first is talk to someone safe. The YWCA and national hotlines. You can get free counseling without any insurance. The YWCA can help you get a restraining order. You can call the police. Call 911 and say you want to order a pizza. Say, I need it express, super fast delivery. The operator will ask you questions. She will ask you, do you know you called 911? She will ask you, or he or she will ask you, questions that can be answered with a simple yes or no. If you say your address, they will ask if you need help. If you are being monitored, they can send staff skilled in domestic violence to help you. The YWCA is really great. They can even come and meet you someplace, whether it's the neighborhood center, the library. They'll come to where you are to make sure you get help. You do need to make an escape plan. You need to think, where would I go? The YWCA has a secret confidential shelter. They are experts in this, and they have kind, compassionate staff that will never make you wrong and always make you right. Make copies of your driver's license, IDs, medical insurance, car registration, bank account numbers, and children's birth certificates. Make a copy of important phone numbers in case they take or break your phone. And try and hide this somewhere not at home if you can find a safe place. Cash, including small bills, and make copies of your car keys or house keys. The abuser may try and take all of these things from you in order to imprison you. Money can go in an empty soda can if you cut the bottom off of it and then tape it shut. And some people hide things in the freezer in the frozen broccoli bag, something place that they hate and would never go. Otherwise, see if a reliable friend, your pastor, a kumuhula, or teacher can keep it for you. Again, talk to the YWCA. Compassionate counselors can meet you in a safe place. Women and children especially are at more risk of violence if they try to escape without a good plan or support. Remember that staying is just as risky as leaving, and you need help, and you deserve the support. You do not deserve this. From the bottom of my heart, I encourage you to not give up hope, to not settle for defeat, to not think you're just not good enough. You are good enough. You just don't have the right mirror. The one you're looking in is a dark mirror, and it can't show the beauty of your heart and who you really are. Just remember that I will always be pulling for you, and I will always be supporting the Y so they can continue to do this work. I send you much aloha, and please take care of yourself.